body moving, and go from there. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're just going to rock onto our toes and then sit back into our heels. Okay, so rock onto our toes and start to introduce the arms. And as we do, we're going to push back the arms and we're going to sit the hips forward and reach the arms up. So we're sitting down into that little ski squat position and coming up onto those tiptoes. So all the way from the fingers, wiggle those fingers down to the toes, push the arms away, try and get the biceps up towards the ears and really get the hips forward and squeeze up all the way. Good, have a little pause here and drive up onto those toes. Become relaxed with your breathing. Gaze nice and strong in front, so not directly down, slightly in front, so that opens up your chest, coming up. Good. Sinking down a little bit lower and see if we can come up and hold for a little bit longer. Well done. Good. 2 more here. That's it. Drive the arms up and come up to the top. Good. From here, we're going to come into a little twist. So just stagger your feet, one forward, one back. And we're going to push and open. So straightening the back leg, leaning into the front leg. Okay. And then we're going to come up with the arms and we're going to switch the legs over. So coming up, switch the legs over. So we're pedaling out through the arms. Make sure you can see my arms at the top. So one in front, come down, and then as we switch, twist up, switch, just a small switch of the movement, so making sure this one is straight and the front one is bent, coming up, twist around. Good, reaching forward, reaching back and really pulling the arms in front and sitting back into that hip. So the one that's behind is going to be the straight one, and the one that's in front is going to be the bent one. Good. And again, engaging, fingers down to toes. So this is into our twist movement. We've done our forward and back, and we're going to come into our side to side. One more in each. So thinking forward and back. Sit right into that hip, open out, and pedal out there. Good. We're going to have our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and we're going to sink the hips to the side, reach up with the arm over the top of the head, and try and come onto the side of your feet as you pedal over to the other side. So you're peeling your toes up onto the side of your feet, should I say. So inside of the feet comes up. So you're just moving the feet side to side. Good. And just trying to keep the arms stacked on top of the shoulders and the shoulders on top of the hips. Good. Reaching up and again spreading those fingers, spreading those toes, getting the whole body talking to each other. Good. Reach up and over. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale as you fold over to the other side. Good. 2 more on each side here. Good. Reach up and over. Well done. Starting to bend over a little bit more. Sink down with the arm. Well done. 1 more in each here. Round. Good. Up and over. This is one that often takes your breath away a little bit. So just try and relax as much as you can. Good work. We're going to bring those feet in nice and close. And with our chin first, we're going to roll down. Tuck the chin in. Roll the shoulders. Come all the way down to the floor. Slowly, slowly. And place your hands either by your ankles, your toes, or onto the floor if you have that flexibility. And we're just going to relax the neck here and just shift our body weight from our heels into our toes and try and push back into the heels. Good. Relaxing the neck. It's really important to do that, otherwise it won't have the same effect throughout the whole back. Good. And then from here, we're just going to slowly come up and take a sway side to side. Try and get both arms around the side of your ankle. Again, relaxing through the neck. Well done. Good work. It's allowing the top of the hips to loosen off. One more on each. Excellent. We're going to take our feet out wide and we're going to come down into the floor, into your squat. So hand on in front of the floor, in front of you on the floor. I will get my words out this morning. And just wiggle up onto your toes and your heels. Good. And then we're going to push off the floor and push our legs straight. Draw the chin in and look between your knees and come back down again. Good. And trying, and each time you sit down, to open out the chest, bring your knees back. Exhale, push up off the floor. Good. Come on down and open out through the chest. Relax through the shoulders. Let's do one more here. Drive up. And here, just have a little wiggle through the hips, side to side. Good work. Come down into the floor. So from here, we're going to pop the knee into the floor. Relax the back foot. Okay, and what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the arm, that's the same as the bent knee, and we're going to bring it up, push up through the hips, and fold it down. So bring up through the hips, and fold it down. Good. Driving up. That's it. And bring it down. Breathe out and bring the hips as high as you can. Still keeping the front heel on the floor. Reach up and over. See if you can get a little bit more bend each time. Breathe out, hips forward. Good work. 2 more. Well done. Remembering to breathe, relax. Good work. Keeping that knee bent, we're going to straighten out this side and we're going to sit the hips right back into the heel. Okay, then from here, we're going to bring it forward and sit it back. Okay, so one leg is straight and one leg is bent with the knee down on the floor. Just sit the hips forward. Good. And as you sit back down, you want to get as much coverage of the leg on the floor as you can. Sit deep into that position and reach forward. Good. Now we're going to start to take in a little twist. So bring both arms across the body, over the head as you bring the hips forward. Okay, come back down, reach up and twist over the other side. Get a little bit deeper into the hips. Reach up. Take your gaze where your hands are. That just opens out that chest a little bit more. Reach up and over. Good work. Often your quad starts to burn this one. Well done. 2 more on this side. So breathe out, reach up, look over, step your hip forward as far as you can. Good work. Push it up and open. Well done. Good. We're going to swap those legs over. Bring the other leg into that bent knee position. And we're going to ground in the heel first. Okay, then from here, we're going to bring the arm down and then over the top. Okay, so keeping the ankle firmly into the floor. So we've got one leg in one direction and the other leg in the other direction. So pushing the arm up and over. Good. Tapping down. Push the hips as far forward as you can. Good work. That's it. Promoting that straight arm as much as you can over the top of the shoulder. Good, and that gaze. That's it. Reach up and over. Yeah. 2 more. Push up through that heel. Keep that knee stacked over the ankle. Breathe out and drive. Good. We're going to extend that leg now. We're going to sit right back into that hip, into the heel. Bring your toes up here. And then when you're ready, we're going to drive up through the hips. Okay. Bring the arms. And then we'll take it into a twist shortly. Just sitting right back. Push the hips forward. Good. Well done. Pushing up, so placing that foot into the floor. Awesome. That's it. And we'll start to take it to that twist, over to the side. Take your gaze. Good. Driving up, looking over That's it. Getting a little bit deeper into those hips, reaching up and wide. Well done. Quads starting to bend yet? Why not? Good. Squeeze up. Well done, guys. One more here. Good. Bring it back in. And what we're going to do now is just to do a little bit of an active stretch inside the hips. So I want you to bring your knees down into the floor, but they're apart. And bring your heels together. And what you're going to do here is you are going to drive the hips down into the mat. Lower slowly because it's probably going to be quite tight. Okay, bring down and allow the feet to come off the floor and just hold here. Okay, we're going to actively draw the feet down into the floor. All right, so it's like a frog crawl out. So your knees, so it needs to be touching inside of your knees to the mat, and then slowly lower yourself down to your hips touch the floor, and then bring down your body. So separate the knees and your feet, and we're going to slowly just start to push the feet into the floor. Okay, and we're going to push and then relax, push and then relax. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, slowly push the ankles down into the floor and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take a nice deep breath in, and we're going to go again. So push the ankles down into the floor and hold. 5, 4, relax the glutes. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. We're going to go 2 more times. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, fold down, push the ankles down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. One more time here, and push and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Have a little shake off there. I lost you. Where's everyone gone? It's just my computer. Don't panic. Okay, we're back on. So from here, we're going to take it into some bridge variation. So on all fours, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to activate the back ankle. We're going to kick out behind. We're going to peel the knee behind, out to the side and bring it in. And then we're going to go back the same way. So you're creating as much rotation in through the hip as you can. Get the knee out, peeling to the side, back into the middle, and then go back the other way. Okay, so with your feet, you're making as big a circular, imagine you've got a pencil between your toes, as much circular rotation as you can drawn out. Good, drive the knee in close to the elbow, bring it back in, and just make sure that we're keeping an eye on our lower back so that it's not kind of moving all over the place. We want to drill that lower back down, so that means tucking the pelvis and keeping it as flat as possible. Good, so skimming round and back the other way. Draw the knee out to the side, kick out, bring back in. Good, back the other way. Flex the ankle, peel the knee behind, out to the side. Good work. One more rotation round. Kick out, flex the ankle, peel out with the knee and bring back in. Good. In between, we're just going to allow the chest to relax down into the floor, into our cat-cow here. So just bringing the chest down into the floor and then pushing up towards the ceiling, separating through the shoulder blades. So as we're just resting here, just allow that spine movement. Oh, it's got to be one of my favourites. Good, and push up through the floor. Good work. Okay, we're going to take it to the other side. So ground, lock in the back, tuck the pelvis, and we're going to kick out. Peel out the knee to the side. Bring it as close to that elbow as you can. And then we're going to drive into the chest, out to the side, and kick it out to the back. Okay, nice and slow. The slower the movement, the better for your muscles and your ligaments, just to take time to talk and get as much movement through active contraction. Peeling out to the side. Good work. Reset if you need to every time you bring that knee in. Make sure that lower back is tucked under. Good. Peeling behind. Bring it in. Kick it back. Roll behind. Good. That's it. Get that knee up as high as you can out to the side. It's probably one of the hardest sections of this exercise, just due to not really doing it day to day. Okay, well done, guys. Let's go one more full range. Kick it out, round to the side, back the other way. Good. Glutes on fire. Okay, reach right forward, hands in front, and come down into your child pose. And I want you to dig your chin in if you can, or just slightly look up to look in between your thumbs in front. Separate your fingers, round them into the floor. And we're just going to slowly now load into the shoulders and loosen off through the chest. So just take a second here. Good, and hold. Now if you do find one side is a little bit more stiffer than the other, then we need to do this a little bit more on that side to even them out. Good. What we're going to do here is we're going to take one arm behind, so we're leaning on one shoulder. Where I disappear. I'm down here. So you're going to be leaning on one shoulder here, whilst the other is going to peel away on the floor. So the aim is to keep the arm as close to the floor as you can. Try not to lift it off too much. And as you peel it back, rotate the arm and bring back in. That's it. So rotate, palm up, then bring the palm down, and bring as far up to stack in front of your shoulder as you can. Small rotations. Good, just peeling away. Good, getting as much move from that shoulder as you can. Good. Probably find there's a little sticking area, right? Almost when you get to the top. Reset, have a little relaxed position, and then start to peel back the other way. Good. Bring it forward, rotate the hand, and bring it up to the top. Okay, give me one more, up and down. So start palm down or palm up, and then finish the opposite, and then do the same. Turn into the middle and bring it up to the top. Well done. Okay, before we go to the other side, just roll through the shoulders. Okay, and we're going to go on the other side. So bring your arm down into the shoulder here, and then you're going to peel the other arm along the floor. Okay, so get into your position. I know this is a bit of an odd position, but it enables us to use the floor as a gauge, as you would be standing next to the floor, next to the wall. When you peel the arm, rotate up to the top. Good. Rotate right down to the side of your leg. Well done. Reaching forward. That's it, guys. Take it slow and just be aware of what's going on. Take as much information from this as you can to start address some areas if you do find they are starting to creep up. Okay, we're going two more, so nice and slowly. Palm down, finish palm up, or palm up to finish palm down. Good. One more here. Start to get a nice release through your shoulder rotators, through the girdle. Well done. Good. Okay. So from here, just take a sit back, have a wiggle through, and we're going to come round to sit from. And we're going to just mobilize through the front of the body, and we're going to do that by coming into a tabletop position. So hands are facing the same way as your feet. Again, we're first just going to start with no hands off. So we're just going to squeeze up with the tabletop, looking straight up. Draw the shoulders back and down. Come down, tap, open out, relax through the shoulders. We want to try and create as flat tabletop as possible, but I appreciate it's quite hard if you've got tight chest muscles and shoulders, but this is a great one to do to start to release the tension through the chest. So tapping down, grab into the floor, open out through the hips and high up as you can. Good. Tap, reset. Try and relax through those neck muscles, pushing up. Good, and slowly coming down. All right, let's do 5 more. Just try and draw those shoulders back away from your ears. That's it. And breathe out, open up. That's it. We find this difficult because we often close the front of the body instead of opening. I mean, you never really see anybody walking down the road with looking directly up to the sky or walking backwards. It's just not, well, you might, just depends where you are. So you're squeezing all the way up, open out through the chest. Well done. Good, and give us 1 more here. Squeeze up to the top. Good job, and roll down. Hug your knees into the chest and just sway side to side. Good. And hold your knees apart and then draw in with your shin bones into the body. Here, rotate through your ankles. Draw the shoulders down into the mat and rotate back the other way. Good. Now we're just going to draw the knees over the hips and we're just going to do a little bit of hip mobility, just drawing, tapping up the pelvis. So we're going to zip up through the pelvic floor. So just trying to hold on right to the lower part, and then we're going to tilt the pelvis and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Deep breath in. Exhale, zip up, pull in and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Deep breath in. Exhale, zip up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. 2 more here. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Zip up and hold. Good. Tilt that pelvis. Tuck it in as tight as you can. 3, 2, 1, and release. The release is just as important as the contraction to help it to relax and contract and work together. 1 more time. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good work. Just draw the knees in and tap the toes into the floor. Okay, and then we're going to come into the sides and release through the lower back. Okay, drawing both the knees to the side. Allow them to sink all the way down and take your arms out like a cross, so they're both out each side. And here we're just going to look at both hands. So we're going to look at the hand in front and we're going to look at the hand behind. Look at the hand in front and look at the hand behind. Good. Now keep your gaze to behind, looking at that hand. Use the hand that is behind to place over the side of your head and just allow it to bring it down to the floor a little bit more to stretch through that shoulder. So what you'll be doing is you'll be lying with your arm out to the side. This will be looking here. And you're holding here through this neck and just allowing that little bit of stretch there. Relax the shoulder away from the ear. Good, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So now we're going to take the knees up over the other side. That's it, and just hold that position, allow, good, and get those knees right into the floor, allow that little release through the lower back. All right, and then arms out to the side, and we're just going to rotate, looking at both hands, forward and back. Try and get as much movement through the neck. And then looking to the hand behind, use that hand to take it on the outside of the head, just above your ear, and just slowly allow it to draw down, relax the shoulder. Well done, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly bringing your head back into neutral. And then we're just going to allow the knees to fold one more time, but we're going to separate them to allow one knee to come down to the floor and the other knee to come down to the floor. Rotate, but keep probably like a 90-degree angle between the legs. Rotate round, and again, if you've got one, I'm saying this because I'm feeling it, one hip that feels quite stressed doing this, probably coming through to your adductors and your hip flexors, more than welcome to hold that position. I'm finding it a lot on the left, so I'm just going to hold this position here, draw the knee down into the floor, see if you can peel the other leg away from it a little bit more. Good, drawing round. Okay. All right, and slowly just coming on to all fours here to finish round through, and we're just going to take side to side movement with the spine, and we're going to look right behind in towards our ankles and get as much twist there, and take it round to the other side. Start to feel this from the hip. Disappeared again. Good. So twisting, really pushing from the palm. Looking right behind. Well done, nice little click. Okay, and then here we're just going to tuck the toes and we're going to push up into downward dog. We're going to pedal out those ankles. And hold one down, push that heel into the floor and hold it. Good work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to change it over. Drive that ankle as far down into the floor as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to just slowly walk back up to your ankles, holding this position, relaxing the neck, looking between your knees. Separate the toes. Release the arms and just take a sway side to side. Good, and we're slowly going to unwind up to the top. And as we come up, I want you to take your hands behind your lower back, roll back the shoulders, squeeze the elbows together. Okay, looking directly between your big toes. And from here, we're going to drive forward with the hips and bring the hips forward to take your gaze up to the ceiling, keeping your hands where they are. Relax the shoulders. Good, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to release. Roll back the shoulders and we're going to scoop up, arms above the head, onto the tiptoes, folding down, reaching up. One more time. Well done, team.
Feel loose as a goose.